everybody, David back at Awesome Autographs and More, episode number 271. So I obviously got the last one correctly numbered. Today we are here with the fourth and final full day of the National, Sunday, August 2nd. We have 4 VIP signers to get through, 3 of which are baseball, 1 hockey. And then I have 3 other signers from that day. And then I found a couple of other cards that I had signed throughout the week. I don't recall off the top of my head if they are on any of the other videos. So we will quickly go through those at the end. Excuse me. First up, our morning signer, or one of the 2 morning signers, Mr. Sabo. And a 1990 Leaf, which is an extra for me. I have him in the set already. A 91, no, might be 92 Donruss, I'm not sure. 90 Classic. That's out of order. They're all out of order. Never mind. It's a Topps card from his time in Baltimore. And here we have him with the White Sox in silver ink, which came out quite nice. The 91 Studio. 1990 Fleer. 1990 Upper Deck. That is Mr. Sabo. They did not take or accept wild cards for him. So all I got were those through the name tickets. Excuse me. Next up, former Major League Baseball player, Mr. Soto. See if we can get the lighting on these just right. Okay. These just happen to be the trading cards of his that I had. And then also got several autograph cards. Let's go this way. So we have a replica bat autograph card, and then I got cards for, I think I got all of the teams he played for. We have the Cubs, the Rangers, Oakland A's, Chicago White Sox, and the Los Angeles Angels. Mr. Soto. Next up, we have former Major League Baseball player, Mr. Steve Lyons. And I have quite a few cards here, probably more than I will ever use. 90 Fleer, 90 Donruss, 90 Score, 90 Topps, 90 Upper Deck, where he signed his nickname Psycho. He does that on some cards. Don't know whether it's certain cards he does it or he just does it when he feels like it, but he certainly put it on several of the cards this time. He also told me that this photo of him on the 90 Fleer baseball card is his least favorite of every one that he's had on. And there's a lot, given the time frame he played for. And then in, oops, I went past the one that has his favorite picture. Not on the front, mind you. Oops, sorry, wrong one. It's this one. He is not particularly a fan of the one on the front, but he really likes the picture on the back. That he identified as his favorite picture on any baseball card of him, for what that's worth. And we continue on here. Here's a later reprint of the old 92. It's not quite the same, is it? Okay. Does look more like, I think, the 88 tops. But this was printed in the 2000s or 20 teens, I don't remember. 92 Donruss? Yep. 89 Upper Deck. 89. I believe Donruss might be 88. I don't remember. 91 Score with his favorite again. And then we have 91 Tops. I believe this is a 92 Tops. Yep. And my very first signed checklist. So we'll have to get this one sent out and maybe signed by a few people through the mail. So, big wad of cards signed by Steve Lyons. That's probably not going to hold. But, next up, our hockey player of the day, Mr. Reid Simpson. Didn't have a lot of cards of his and ended up with some duplicates, obviously, while he was with the New Jersey Devils. Who was that? Oh, St. Louis Blues. And Chicago Blackhawks. And we have some generic cards of some of the teams he played for. If I remember correctly, I want to say he played for like 11 different NHL teams. We have 2 generic hockey pucks, a Chicago, a Philadelphia, and a Pittsburgh. I would have gotten all of the rest of them done because they did accept wild cards. I just didn't have, the autograph card company does not make the city cards for every team yet. Hopefully they will someday. Anyways, now here we have some of the extra or other players that were not part of the VIP program. First up, we have Mr. Paul Molitor on a 1994 Fleer Ultra Award Winners card. Next up, we have Mr. Eddie Murray on the 1993 Upper Deck Then and Now card, which I love these cards. And I'm thinking after this National, we have at least half of those signed. I'll have to check once I get everything reorganized and put away from the National, which is probably going to take me a while. I will start to go through some of these sets that I have signed. Anyways, here we have Mr. Dave Winfield, also on the 93. Oops. Upper Deck Then and Now card. In addition, Mr. Winfield signed one of my 5x7 84 Topps cards. Right there. The Touching All Bases card you see in the background there is an advertisement for his book that he's written. He was obviously selling them at the table while he was signing. He did ask if I read books, whether I was interested, and unfortunately I had to tell him I cannot read any longer because of an eyesight issue. But if it were to come out in audiobook, I would be very happy to read it. And it just so happens, although it is not out yet, he said there is a plan for it to come out and gave me the information as to who would be the company that would be putting it out. He also did tell me that he is narrating the book, reading the book on the audio version himself. He did not hire somebody to do it, and they are not using AI to do it. So if anybody has an interest in listening to Dave Winfield read his own book, it will be coming out. He was hoping it would be out sometime this fall, but didn't have a specific date for sure. The book, well, I want to say that card has a date on it of September 15th, but I don't know if the book is out and that's the audio book version, or if the book releases nationally on that date and he was having or pre-selling advanced copies. Honestly, don't know the answer to that. So we're going to just wait and see. I will keep checking because I would find it interesting to hear him read the book. Quite interesting. Okay, before we go, let's go through a couple of these odd cards that were in different spots in my national mess of stuff. I may or may not have gone over some of these before. But anyways, we have Mr. Jim Covert on the 1990 Fleer All-Pro card, which is one of the smaller football sets I'm collecting. And I got him on the 1990 Fleer base set as well. Also, the big football set that I'm collecting. Next up, we have a 1990 Leaf baseball of Mr. Ozzie Guillen, who is in fact a new addition to the set. And then I have this team card from the Brewers, who is signed here by Cecil Cooper, who was signing on Wednesday, I believe, at the National. I may or may not, again, have already run this through the videos here. And then I have two other cards that were signed by Steve Trout that I now have to get signed by Ron Say. We have Mr. Trout signed here. So hopefully Ron Say can sign right below it. And it just so happens I had two of these cards in my collection. So Mr. Trout signed both of them, which means I got to get two of them out to Mr. Ron Say. That is the 2026 National Sports Collectors Convention in a nutshell. What, 5 or 6 videos later, I guess. But anyways, thank you all for listening. Thank you to the athletes for all their autographs, and we will see you next time. I'm thinking it might be a little bit of time because I've got to get all this national stuff put away. I'm going to move this so you can see. I've got some stacks of cards here that I got at the National for a variety of reasons that need to be put away, organized, sorted, etc., etc. And then I've got a ton of cards in the back of me that also need to be sorted and put away. Then hopefully once we get that done, I will work on the inventories to update all of the sets I'm working on. And then I'm going to start doing a review of those sets, one set at a time. But for now, goodbye from the National. A little bit late, but better late than never. And we will see you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.